Hi, good evening. My name is Shez. You're watching Project Food Garden. Today is 24th of October. It's a Sunday evening. Not wearing a jacket, so we are properly after spring. We are into summer now. So today's video is to cover three aspects of the vertical planter of the strawberry. Number one, we'll show you how to do the weeding. There's not much in there because it's quite a beautiful arrangement to grow strawberries. Number two, how to do pruning. The plants will throw off runners, and if you don't want any extra plants, which definitely we don't, I already got about 300 plants, so I don't need any more plants. So how to get rid of the runners, and finally in this convention, how do you go about feeding good nitrogen to the plants? Coffee's grounds is my number one choice. All berries, they love coffee grounds. So on that note, we'll start off with the first thing, which we call weeding in the vertical patch. So let's get on with that. So we'll show you what kind of weed comes into the vertical planter. If this can be focused, see, this is the weed that is coming out. That is, you get rid of it at a very micro size. Take a look. Tiny bit of grass. It's quick work. It's not going to take a long time for us to do the weeding. If we come on this side, nothing much. If we move on to the next aisle, see, there we go. Just the teeniest bit of weed you will encounter. That is because of the sheep pellets that I put in there. So there we go. Crisp, clean, looks amazing. I wouldn't call that weeding, it's just a micro weed that we have in there. So it's no rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. So this is how you would do the weeding. It's quite clear. I mean, I'm quite chuffed with it. So let's get on now and show you how to do the pruning of the vertical patch. Okay, so the next part is to show you how to do the pruning. You know, when the plants are growing and they're in the fruiting phase, you have to be really vigilant with getting all the yellow leaves. They are not helping in photosynthesis process. As you can see, the plant is getting loaded up with the fruit. So we want to be able to help the plant in order to focus more on maturing the fruit rather than trying to recuperate the dead leaves. So let's have a look. See, there we go. You can use any apparatus. This is the scissor of my choice for doing the pruning. So there are a few dead leaves that are there which I need to cut out. So there we go. That was a bit of pruning. Now the next thing that comes into play is getting rid of the runners. So last year, I remember we had about good 900 to 1500 plants that have emerged because of this, if you can see. So we don't want any additional plants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the runners. The plant is trying to multiply and we don't want that. So what we'll do is we'll take off these runners and we'll chuck them in the green bin. There we go. Blimey, they are multiplying with time. I mean, it is trying to multiply with time. I've chopped off quite a few runners already. There we go. There's another one. And a bit of weed that we need to get out. There we go. So I've taken a few runners off. Now I'll finish that in a bit. We also need to quickly show you what source of good feed, I mean supplements, that we need to give to the plant. My choice, like I said before, is coffee ground. Let's go ahead, the final bit of the video where we'll show you how to administer nitrogen for the plants. Hi. So the sun is out all of a sudden. I mean, it's really crispy and it's kind of hot now. Anyway, so the idea was to show you how to give nitrogen to these berries. All berries, they love nitrogen, and all berries, they love coffee grounds in specific. So I used to, dig the root of the plant and insert the coffee grounds in there. It has worked great wonders for me in the past. But today, what I've done is I've mixed the coffee grounds in the water, and I'll show you how this is done. So we'll open it up. I've already given it a good shake, and there we go. Decent amount. There we go. Decent amount in there as well. There we go. And finally the third one. So what it does is it gives the necessary ability for the plant to work on its growth. So while the plants are putting more effort on maturing the fruit, we need to help them with this supplement to ensure that the size of the plant, it doesn't suffer because it's putting too much energy towards maturing the fruit. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to administer the rest of the coffee grounds in a bit. So this is about keeping up with weeding your plant, so your strawberry plants can focus on maturing the fruit and growth. Number 2, pruning them. If you don't want the plants to multiply, cut off those runners. And number 3, keep up with good feed so the plants can give you better fruit. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a bit. So finally, we have finished all 3: weeding, pruning, and giving the nitrogen to the plants. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how the plants are looking right now. As you can see that there's a lot of fruit that is hanging from the plants. There we go. Some of it is maturing as well, nice and cool. Have a look. Lots of blossom, lots of fruit. Let me try and grab a few shots from the backside as well. There we go. There we go. So it's doing quite well. I'm pretty happy with the progress of the plants. The fruit is maturing nice and well. There we go. The color which the blackbirds love. That's why as soon as the video is done, I'm going to mount the net on top of it. There we go. The fruit is not matured yet, but it is fruiting immensely. I mean, I quite like the size of the berries as well that are coming up on the plants. There we go. And there we go. It's quite camouflaged as well. And look at the blossom. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm hoping that all of you guys have liked the vertical planting convention for strawberries. And on that note, we will bid you goodbye wherever you are. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, and good night. And we'll be back with another episode pretty soon. Goodbye.